Hello everyone, this is Section 100 and welcome back to another video. Today I've got a Rush Duel deck. I got ARPA Max with this deck. I'm not really too sure what to call it. I'll call it Aggro, I guess. Just a bunch of good cards. So starting off, I've got 3 copies of Dragias. This is just the best level 7, with the 2 attacks. Then I've got 2 Prima Gitana. So the concept with the level 7s I wanted is I wanted them to be able to attack over Dragias. At worst, this trades into Dragias, and then if they have any more monsters, it's going to attack over it. And then it can also help boost your little guys to do a bunch of damage and clear things that they wouldn't be able to otherwise. I've got 2 7s Road Magician. So if you look at this deck, other than this, you can see that we only have Darks and Lights. So this can only get boosted twice, but again, that's fine. As I said, all I need to do is attack over Dragias, so it becomes 27, attack over. Maybe you do want one more attribute, so it can attack over the Dragias even through a barrier. But I wasn't really too sure what to cut. Maybe I'd cut like a Creebot, and like the Thunder to get some more stuff. But I wanted to play the Aqua and the Fiend engine, so... and they're all lights and darks, so I was originally playing like Dragoncaster, so, when I added those into the deck, I had to cut the 7s Road Magician stuff down, and then I added another one of this. But, it still does what it needs to do, which is attack over. Because, I'd rather have a 7s Road and attack over than have the Aqua guy and have to crash, or the Dying Keto, and have to crash and then be left with nothing. Then I have 2 Seals Carrier. I only have 2. I would be playing 3 if I had 3. It's just, the best way to get an extra tribute by adding back. And then I've got 3 Creebot, again, similar to this. It's just a way to get an extra monster to be able to tribute. And I've got 3 Thunder. This is just to sync things to make it easier to attack over them in case they've got like a Phantom Bind, even though my deck doesn't really get too much by that. Maybe like Summon Skull, or like a Barrier. So it's useful for that. So, it can kind of do the same thing that I wanted with the 7s Magician, getting the 300 extra from the extra attribute. I can just sync it by 300, so then they can't barrier me. And it also means they can attack over like a 1500 guy or something, because other than this, there's no 1500s in here, so it's kind of hard to clear one of those if I don't have a tribute. I've got the Summon Skull, obviously to go with the Legend draw. I'm not too sure if this or playing Dying Keto with Aqua Skill is better, but as I said, I wanted my 7s to be able to attack over the Dragias without having to trade. Sometimes, sometimes it's this trade, but it's what it is. So that's why we've got this with the Legend Draw skill. Then we've got 3 Cannon, which is 14, so just the best Aqua. And then I've got 1 Canna, again, she's 14. I was originally playing 3 of this and 2 of this, but then I realised, why would I play 5 cards to 1 of this instead of playing more cards for this instead of just the Cannon. So obviously we've got this one here. Then I've got the 1 Gazelle. This is just literally the last card, so I thought I'd just put an extra attribute in case it mattered with the 7s Road, because I didn't want too many of these, because they are that good. Like 1500s are fine, but this is just a 1400 defense, which obviously I have the 3 of that already, but this is just a 1000 attacker. Like, obviously I don't want more of that card. And then same here, I just had this. Like, this is slightly better, there's 1400 defense, but I think I'd rather have, this with a 1500. Because I probably already have enough of these that I'm normally going to be seeing one whenever I want to use the Seals Carrier. Then I've got 3 Babysitter Goat, and the 1 Descent of the Titans for the King's Majesty. I've got 1 Ghost Cyclone. That was just something I wanted to test, to see if it was better than Hammer Shot or not. Sometimes it works out really well, sometimes it doesn't work out. Oftentimes I do also get completely destroyed by my opponent using this card, so it's probably decent. I've got the 1 Monster Reincarnation. Maybe you could also cut this out for another attribute, but I do think I like the versatility this gives, in that it can either give you a low level or a high level. It's also really useful to get a Seahorse Carrier back, which is 2 tributes for the 2 cards they use for this, or 1 if you said it last turn. And then I've got the 1 White Ruin, and this card's just insane. There's just no counterplay to this card, other than like boosting a 7s Road above the Dragias when the Dragias is the card that you really want to be attacking. Yeah, this card's just busted if you draw it most of the time. King's Majesty, negate attack is pretty good. Obviously you can negate the Dragias attack, so then they won't be getting the double attack off, so it's pretty nice. And then lastly is just the Barrier. Don't know if this is like a Phantom Bind or something is better. I just wanted to have 1 last trap card, and I just thought I'd test this because, it's just what was in the set. I guess one advantage of this is it does work turn 1 against dragons. If they make the Piercer guy and then they make him 28, there's probably only really 2 dragons in the graveyard, unless they tribute twice somehow. So, you won't be able to reduce it below 25, so they'll still be able to attack it with the Dragias, but with this you can, reduce it, so they will kill themselves on attacking, which is not very good for them. So that's it for the deck profile. Now on for some replays. Okay, so first game we're up against Psychics. Tribute Summon Skull, set 1 and pass. We're going to sink this guy by 300 to play around a barrier. Then we decide to tribute over the Seahorse carriers just to get a bit of extra damage in if the attack goes through, which it does. Then I get a Roman pick, back the 1500 guy. Summon the Bassist, summon back from graveyard. Use the spell to special from hand, gain 1000 life points, and clear our board. Get a Legend draw just to get the Summon Skull, but we didn't draw enough little guys. So I'm going to summon the Dragon instead. They gain a bit of life points with their skill, the skill of Trap. I'm going to clear the 2 cards that do something instead of the level 7. I'm going to use the skill, which lets them stack their draws. Get a Roman pick. Luckily they miss. Jumps for 15 though. Then summon the Prima Katana, boost over, and then boost again. For some reason they decided to attack with that, so we get to barrier. Would have been a close game otherwise. We'd have had the Summon Skull with the widespread and a barrier versus their level 7. But both of us would have been pretty low on life points, so don't know who would have won. Okay, next game is against the Arise Dragon deck. So we're going to summon the Summon Skull because we've got too many tributes. Maybe we could have summoned the Dragias, but at least that's with 1 less defender. He's going to sink us. Boost this guy up with the skill, and then attack over and clear our board. Going to Seahorse Carrier, add back. And then tribute some for Dragias. And then we use this. We were meant to add back the Summon Skull, but I saw that I could use the Seahorse Carry again, and I was like, ooh, cool, let's do it again. But then I forgot I just didn't have a tribute in hand, but you know, it's what it is. Gonna summon the cannon and then save the Seahorse Carry for later. So he's gonna summon his guys, boost on over the Dragias, clear my board again, and set up Aggro. And the Seahorse Carrier, add back. Summon the Dragias. I'm going to summon the cannon. He's going to barrier for some reason, even though that doesn't help him at all. We're going to use the cannon to crash with a 14 and clear his board. He's got the Cyclone to block up Aggro. Going to summon this guy, set 2, boost on over. He decides to use this just to get some extra damage in. You know, he thought, if I can clear this guy, I'd probably win anyway, so might as well get the extra damage. Go to Seahorse Carrier back. Summon this, sink one of the little guys just to make it easier to kill him. And summon this, and then boost our field by 900, and then even with the Phantom Bind and the widespread, we've got him. The next game, just against regular dragons. So this is the game I lose, rather unfortunately. And the 12 win streak. So we're going to set the Cyclone and then set 2. Yeah, we don't summon the extra one just so we can keep the graveyard below the number for the Cyclone, and then also we can use the Seahorse Carrier to add back. So we can always guarantee the tribute. So we're going to blow up his back row after he clears our board with the Piercer Dragon. We're going to sink his guy, summon the Summon Skull on 7's Road. Attack over. Let's use Pitch Hit, summon back the Slugger. Do summon again for the Piercing Dragon to sculpt his hand. Summon Dragias, use skill to boost, and attack me for a bunch. I'm going to go Seahorse Carrier to our back. Summon the Prima Katana. Summon the Dragias. Go for a boost. But unfortunately we are 100 life points short of killing him. And on his turn he's gonna summon some guys, and then he's going to add back with the Phoenix Dragon to get the Dragias, and that's going to kill us, unfortunately. Okay, so next is my rank up game for our Power Max. I have no idea what deck my opponent's playing. Seems to be some beast deck, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to tribute set and then set 2. Then we just have a Dragias and a Summon Skull and attack over everything. I'm going to set back row and set 3. I'm going to summon the cannon, set 2. I'm going to widespread us. I'm going to put some of his board. I'm going to tribute set a monster. So I'm going to tribute summon the Seventh Road and attack here. And I didn't realise there was a 2500 defense tribute too. So, you know, kind of got punished there by not realising that. And then they're also going to have the negate attack, but they're not going to use the effect of their guy. I think their guy, like, reduces my guys by sending their back row. I don't know why they didn't, but, you know, let's just keep our field and then clear theirs. They're going to legend draw. Some of the Summon Skull. Some of the Torna switches to defense, going to widespread. And we decide to bury the Torna just to make it bounce. And then they're going to concede, and we're going to get the rank up. Okay, so we've got some stage 2 games. I played up to 15k on the first day, but I didn't play on the second day. I might play a bit today, see if we can get top 1000 or top 500. So opponent's going to set 2 and a back row pass. We're going to summon the Seventh Road. I decide to boost, just in case we can relic the extra attribute or something else that would be useful in the graveyard. So I summon the Seventh Road Witch, boost, and then summon the Seventh Road from the hand and clear our board. So let's draw just to guarantee that we get a big guy. And luckily we draw the cannons, so we get to add it back. And then use it to sink, just so if we're going to attempt to go for a clear, but he's got the Phantom Bind, so we can't quite do it. And recovery force to draw a card. Set 3, summon some guys, tribute and of witch. Set to boost, and then they recovery force to draw a card. Not too sure why they did this. I think they could have added a Seventh Road Magician if they did the draw and then boosted. So I just decided not to attack. I'm reading a widespread ruin and don't want to get kind of ruined by it, and I have my own face down, so I'm feeling kind of safe for them to maybe not clear. Some of the Dragias, some of the 15. They do have a widespread ruin, but it was actually a card they drew the turn after, so you know, could have gone for it, but well, it's what it is. It's got a Mystic Dealer, go for the draw. Mystic Dealer, go for another draw, but they don't draw anything, luckily for us. Well, I said widespread anyway, so we're still in a decent position. Let's go to Dragias, close board, and attack for game. Okay, next game is against Dragons. I decided to swap to Luke, just to pretend to be playing Dragons. Maybe people might play their first turn slightly differently, not set the back row in case they're scared of the one that blows up the back row, I don't know. Instead of being me to pretend to be the Aqua version of my deck. So I blow up his back row, try and draw into tribute, but unfortunately we don't get it, so just gonna set everything. Normally I wouldn't blow up the back row if I didn't have a play, but I thought given that I got the draw, there was a chance I could have got the play, but we didn't. So he's going to clear our board, summon 2 of the Spell and Trap Pop guys. So even though I draw this King's Majesty, I've decided not to set it, because obviously it's going to blow it up. So it's whether I want to draw another card off the top of my deck next turn, or you know, hold this for later. I decide to hold it. I'm going to clear what we can. He's going to clear what he can, which is our Summon Skull. I'm going to see us carry it back. Some of the Dragias and the Seventh Road. He's got the widespread, but you know, lucky for us, he didn't blow up our Dragias because he blew up the Seventh Road instead, because of the boost. So we get to still clear 2. He's going to Dragias, draw a card with this guy, but we've got the attack negate, and he's going to scoop it up for some reason. You know, we would have had him if we drew any good card. Then last game I'm against the Dying Keto version of my deck. Gonna set 2 and then pass. I could have summoned the Skull maybe to try and brick a little less next turn, but I decided against it. Yeah, we do draw a bunch of big tributes, so maybe it wasn't the best play, but we've got that face down to add this guy back. And some of the Dragias. I decided not to sink, just because I think having Dragias in my hand is probably better than the chance of drawing a random 7 next turn, even though I would get the extra card if we decided to sink and the 300 damage. So I'm going to Prima Katana, boost over the Dragias. Summon that Dragias we saved from last turn. I'm going to clear. Got the King's Majesty to negate the Dragias, so I'm not going to finish the game off there. I'm going to Seals Carrier, add back the cannon. Do some of the Dying Keto, set 2 and a monster. Summon the Katana, boost, and then Dragias. They got the widespread though. I'm going to clear the Dying Keto and one of the monsters. So I'm going to tribute some of the Dragias, reincarnate back the Seals Carrier, the extra tribute fodder. Tribute summon the second Dragias, use both the effects, but we've got a widespread and the King's Majesty, so we can stop that. And then we're going to summon this guy, sink, boost, but I realize we actually can't really play through a barrier, so we turn the guy to defense. I think that gives me the best chance of winning, but the backer didn't do anything, and I'm going to get the win. So that's been it for the video. This has been Jack100 signing off. Have a good day.